everybody. Colleen here. So as I mentioned in my comments, I did this hot cocoa bar transfer on a piece of wood when I was hanging out with Jess last week, and I decided to step up my game and go big. So what I did, let's see if I can hold this up and move the camera so you can see just how gigantic this board is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my little arms back far enough, but you kind of get the idea of how humongous this board is and all of the pieces that are involved with this transfer. It's amazing. There are so many fantastic pieces to this. You can customize it any way you want. Today I have decided, I think I'm going to go with the different choices of hot cocoa, and then this cute little swirly thing here, and then the different ingredients, and then on this side are all the different toppings that you can choose from, and here's your different milk options, and then there's our hot cocoa down here in the bottom. I loved how it came out when I did this in red, so I think I'm going to do that again. But I wasn't able to use white on the board the last time because I had a white distressed board, so obviously the white chalk paste wasn't going to show up on it. So I think that what I'm going to do is just go ahead and real easy peasy just do all these in white because it's on this fantastic chalkboard. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Let me set the camera back down. I apologize, you're not going to be able to see the whole thing because this is a massive board. This is going to be what I'm going to call my forever board. This board is going to go in my kitchen, and it will be the one that I am going to use and change out for every season, every holiday. I really love this board. That being said, unfortunately right now it is not a Couture board. Hopefully at some point I would love to invest in the amazing Couture boards. They are gorgeous. They are guaranteed for 50 years. And for me, I consider that to be an investment because I want to make that the statement piece in my kitchen and, like I said, change it out. But for right now, I'm going to use this fantastic board that I got on Amazon, which shockingly enough, for as huge a board as this is, it was only $18. So I couldn't pass it up. Like I said, for now, this is what I will use until I am lucky enough to get a Couture board. So what I'm doing is I actually have brand new red. It's one of the new formulated red chalk pastes, and these are in the 2-ounce jars. And when you get the new ones, it'll have a sticker on the side of it that says no. I took it off for right now. But you can just see how amazing, sorry for it's a little dark in here. You can see how amazing this looks when you just give it a quick little stir. You really don't need to stir it that much, honestly. And again, a little bit of this does go a long way. This is a very big transfer, so I'm just going to go ahead and take my chalk paste and just dab it around. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're covering the silk screen. You don't need to worry about the sides around the bluish, tealish color. You just need to worry about covering the silk screen. So as you can see, I'm just putting it on and pulling it down to cover my entire transfer. And like I said, when you put it on, you just pull down, and any excess that you have, you just take off. Again, this is a large transfer. I probably should have used my bigger squeegee, but I just grabbed this one, so we'll just go with it. But you can see how it pulls right down to the bottom and covers the whole entire transfer. Amazing. The new formulated chalk paste go on so easily and so smoothly. It's amazing. I love that they decided to reformulate some of these pastes because you can tell the difference. They're just so nice how they go on. And I don't know if you can see in the background, but I do actually have 2 pans of water on standby for when I'm done getting my chalk paste on here. And what you do is you just make sure that you put your transfer in water right away, and that will get all the chalk paste off. And then your final step, as you probably have heard me say, is just following up with a disinfectant wipe, making sure that you're getting all your chalk paste off of your transfer. And the reason that we do that is because you can use Chalk Couture transfers multiple times. So if you really take good care of them by cleaning them properly, you can use them like I am for a project for my own home, which will be my statement piece in my home. But then I can also make Christmas gifts with this. You can do so many different things. You can mix and match your different transfers. The options are just limitless. I'm just going through and making sure all my lines are out. So I just go over with a very light kind of touch with my squeegee, just making sure that all those lines are out of here. Looks pretty good. It looks like my transfer is completely covered. I'm putting all the excess paste back into my jar. And then you just simply slowly peel off your transfer. This is, see how this comes out. Oh, that looks fantastic on the chalkboard. So then I just take this and plop this right into water. I'm just going to pick this up and show you how fantastic that came out. Amazing. Unfortunately, the light is behind me, which is casting a shadow, but you get the idea. So we're just going to go ahead and keep moving along. I'll slide the camera down a little bit here so that you can see. I'm just going to go through all of these in white. While I'm doing that, I'm going to cover my chalk paste, the red chalk paste that I just used, with the little plastic lid, and that just keeps your chalk paste from drying out. So here is also a brand new white chalk paste that I'll be using, and this is a new formulated chalk paste as well. You can see it actually looks really good. You barely have to stir it at all. And I'm going to try to make quick work of this with all of these fantastic hot cocoa bar words here. I may actually use, let's just start with this and see how it goes, because this literally will be on and off super quick. There's one, there's two, and as I get a few down, I'm just going to start pulling off too, because I don't want my chalk paste to dry on here. So I got 3 down, so I'm going to quickly take these 3 off. I did not measure these, I just kind of went eyeballing it to see, and hopefully it'll come out okay. And like I said, for this big project, I do have 2 pans of water because there are so many transfers. But you can see just how quick and easy this is. And you see that little line? Don't worry about it. I got some on the board, not on the transfer, but you can just clean that up with just a very little bit of water on a paper towel. But I think it looks fantastic. I'll show you once I get this line done. So these are all my different kinds of hot cocoa. We have dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate, pumpkin spice, and salted caramel. These are all the different kinds. Then I have my cute little squiggly line here to divide my different types with the ingredients. So you see how quick and easy this is. Literally just putting the paste on, taking it off, putting the transfer in my water so I can clean it. So easy. And it looks stunning. I mean, I know that chalkboards are all the rage right now, but I unfortunately do not have great handwriting. So this is perfect. The words are done for you. The words look gorgeous in their script font. It just makes a very professional looking board. And like I said, the options are just limitless. You mix and match. You can put the transfers on chalkboards. You can put them on glass. So many different mediums. That's just 2. As I mentioned, I had already completed this project on wood. Just to try it out and see, and I loved how it came out. So tonight we're going for the big chalkboard. Look how quick this is. Just putting it on and taking it off. That fast, the whole side is done. amazing. So what I'll do is I'll stop real quick here and show you just how easy it is to clean up where I got some lines. So let me set this down. Okay, I'll grab a paper towel. And I'm just going to spritz it with a little bit of water. And I'm just going to clean up the lines that I had gotten in here. I don't know, you can probably see it right here on the corner under dark chocolate and white chocolate. So I'm just going to very carefully clean that line up. The transfer where I set it down where it's got the dark chocolate and the white chocolate, the chalk paste will take about probably about 5 minutes to dry. So you just have to be careful when you're cleaning up. You could wait until you're all finished when it's dry, and you can just do the same thing and use the wet paper towel even when it's dry. Right now these are still a little wet, so I'm just being careful not to hit where I just laid down my transfer. So look at that, amazing. Look how awesome that came out. And it's actually pretty straight, believe it or not, for not even measuring, so that's pretty good. But we'll keep going, and we'll, sorry about that, we'll see how things go. All right, let's move it right along, and we'll do this column here, and these are all of the different topping options. We've got whipped cream, we've got marshmallows and sprinkles, cookie crumbs. So again, just putting it on, so simple. And taking it off. I would be so grateful if you would like and share my video. This way we can get the Chalk Couture love out to all of your friends and family who may be interested in doing these, especially with the holidays coming up. These make fantastic gifts, as I mentioned, and if you've got a big family, you just need one transfer and a couple things of paste. You can make multiple projects. You can get all different kinds of transfers and make different projects with those as well. It's completely up to you. I'll put the link to my store so that you can find all the transfers and the variety of chalk paste that we offer. There are many, I believe we're up to 41 different colors of chalk paste. They're always adding more chalk paste and more transfers. I believe we will actually be having some new transfers coming out this week, if I'm not mistaken, just in time for the holidays. I apologize for my arm being in the way. So yeah, so I would definitely check out the store. If this is something that you can see yourself wanting to be a part of as far as becoming a designer with Chalk Couture, as I mentioned in some of my previous videos, it's so easy. It's just going to my store and clicking on the join button at the top of my page, and you will get your starter kit that costs $99. And in that kit you'll receive transfers, a couple chalk pastes, one of the Chalk Couture chalkboards that are guaranteed for 50 years. And then you also get a round magnetic board, a white one, which is gorgeous. So yeah, so there's just amazing products that you get in the starter kit. You have, you would become a part of my team, and we have different Facebook groups that all of the women that are in these different Facebook groups are amazing. They're just a fountain of sharing information, sharing different projects, giving you ideas on what to do, how you can run your business, because you don't have to run your business in a set standard format. You can run your business however you choose to run your business with Chalk Couture. So if you just want to create amazing projects and sell them, that's fine. If you want to create your own team, that's perfectly fine too. If you like just having girls' nights and want to do sip and chalk, different kind of parties, you can do any kind of, you know, different formatted parties that you want to do, that's fine too. Or you can do all of the above, which is what I'm kind of trying to do. My pan is getting very crowded, but we're just going to keep going. The transfers are in the water, so they won't stick to each other. So we're just going to keep rolling along. I'll just throw these on top. And as I mentioned, they are wet, so we should be good. We are almost done this line. How fast is this? I mean, this is just amazing, amazing stuff here. So we're down to our last little toppings for our hot cocoa bar here. We're ending it on coconut, mint, and chips. Set that down and we'll get these last couple pieces off. So what I'm going to do in the meanwhile, real quick, I'm going to move the camera over here and clean one of these transfers so that way you can see the process. And I also at the same time need to clean some room out of my pan here. So we're going to go ahead and take the hot cocoa bar and we're going to take that out. I'm just going to slide this over and bring my camera this away so that you can see how easy it is to clean these transfers. So basically I just have my pan set up. I have an old dish rag that I have claimed for the purposes of Couture, just because for me I think that these just seem to work for me. Some people use towels, some people use, you know, different options for putting your wet transfers on. I just use the dish towel. So basically what I'm doing is I took it out of the water. I'm laying it sticky side up. Just getting some of the chalk off my fingers real quick. And I'm going to get a Lysol wipe. And it doesn't have to be Lysol, it can be any kind of, just as long as it's a disinfectant wipe. You don't want to use baby wipes on these. The disinfectant wipe is the way to go to clean these. You can see how easily all the chalk paste came off. And it's fine if some does stain. Some of the colors, the darker colors, do stain the transfer, but so long as there's nothing in your silk screen, you are good to go. So it actually is getting sticky again already. So now I'm finishing up on the sticky side up. As you can see, my fingers are already sticking. But you want to make sure this is nice and clean in your silk screen. And when you go over this with your wet wipe, it really brings the sticky back. So that way you can place it right back on your carrier sheet and use these transfers many, many times. Hello, Jessica. We are tackling the hot cocoa bar again, Jess. So, we have got the hot cocoa bar done in red and all of our different varieties of hot cocoa, the ingredients for our hot cocoa, and then we have all the different toppings. So I just need to clean this up. So I showed everybody how on this side, how to clean it when it was still wet. This side probably is still a little wet. I'm going to let that dry and then show you how to clean it, how easy it is to clean it when it's dry. So it doesn't matter. It can still be wet or it can be dry and you can still clean it. So it's not a big deal. So any boo-boos, never fear. You can always fix it. And if you really don't like how something came out, and you're not, like, I'm very particular. I look at something for a little while and I just maybe want to change that color. I want to do this. You just wet it and erase it with some paper towel and you can start again. So that's the fantastic thing about it. So let's just get all of our different milk and cream and half done here. And then I'll get these into water real quick, making sure all my lines are out of here. No lines, okay. And now that I've made space in the one tray, taking out the hot cocoa bar logo, I can then put these in here. It's okay that there's red in the water from the hot cocoa bar. You can use the same water over and over again. It'll take care of cleaning your transfers just the same. Oh, that's so good. So I think what I'm going to actually do is, I think I may do the cup like I did the last time when I did this on a board in red. But now that I'm on a chalkboard surface, I can actually do the cream on the top in white. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and do the top part of this. I'm going to just readjust the camera one more time. This chalkboard is so huge I can't even get it all into the camera. So let's just do the top part of this real quick in white. And if I notice that the white is starting to dry while I'm using the red on the bottom, I have a trick for that. So I'll show you how to take care of that, because obviously you do not want your chalk paste to dry while your transfer is down, because what will happen is when you lift your transfer, your chalk paste is going to come up with it. And obviously that's not good. So we need to just make sure that the chalk paste is still moistened when you're taking your transfer off. That way you won't pull up the chalk paste with it as well. I'm just getting here in the little nooks and crannies right here on my coffee mug, my hot cocoa mug. Just getting the steam all filled in white. Just have one little piece here that I have to get. Okay. So again, just making sure all my excess is off and put back into my jar. And then we're going to go back to red. Now I had already stirred this earlier when I did the top part, the hot cocoa bar part, the sign at the top. So we'll just take our squeegee and we're going to go ahead and finish this off with the mug at the bottom. I actually think I want to try a candy cane too at the top. So we'll try that in a minute. And I'll show you how to do that. There's a really cool trick. So what you can do is you start the base of the candy cane in white, and then you clean the transfer off real quick, and then you lay it back on top, and then you just fill in the red part so it makes it look like a candy cane. It's really cute. Just getting the rim of my mug here to a little tight spot. And I can see that the white is actually starting to dry. So I'll show you my trick for that in 1 second, as soon as I get the rest of the red on. I cannot wait to hang this in my kitchen. I think this is going to look so cute. And again, like I said, just to be able to have my statement piece in my kitchen and just change out the design for every holiday. Oh, I love that idea. And the fact that I could purchase this transfer, have my statement piece in my kitchen, and then make gifts with the same transfer, because I can reuse this transfer. Not like vinyl that you can only use one time. So I just want to try to touch on here where I don't have any chalk on my hands. That is still a little wet, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you the trick, and I'm just going to do it very lightly. So basically what you do, I just have a paper towel, and where the white piece is, I'm just going to spray a little bit, just a very little bit, just to reactivate and re-moisten that white so that it's not going to stick to my transfer. So I know, Jess, I can't wait to see it hung too. I'm so excited about this. I love this transfer. Just for the sheer fact of all the pieces that you get with this transfer. It's just amazing. There's so many different things you can do with it. So I just lightly put the paper towel on there. I'm just going to take a quick little peek, make sure that's coming out, and it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks so great. All right, let me get this in water, and then I'll pick up the camera and I'll show you. Sorry that we're sideways here, so I'm going to just pick this up. I just need a whole bigger house to fit all my Couture things. Thanks for the thumbs up. That came out so cute. This board is just, you can see how massive it is. It's huge. So let me go ahead and show you the candy cane real quick. So I'm just going to reposition again here for my candy cane. So let me think this through. I believe I want to do white. I haven't seen a candy cane all season because we just got over Halloween. So let me think. White for the base, and then we'll try red. Let's see how that's going to work. Let's see. I'm just going to take a stab at it and we'll see what happens. Like I said, over and over again, I've said to you guys, if you don't like it, just wash it off and start again. So I know that I'm happy with everything down here. So that's why I'm going to fool around with the top here just to add some things, see if I like it. See what happens. That came out so cute. Now I'm going to wash this off real quick. Super quick. I'm just going to actually use my, not even going to put it in water, I'm just going to use my disinfectant wipe, which, you know, not the best idea, but for quick purposes here, we're just going to clean this off super fast. Just clean the back off. Alright, now let me think this through here. I gotta let that dry for a minute. So I think that if I could put red here in these little pieces, that might work. Let me just take the hairdryer to this real quick. I apologize for taking all your time. I'm just going to take this off screen if I could get the candy cane to stop sticking to my fingers. There we go. Okay, let me just take this off to the side real quick, ladies, and dry it. And then be right back. Dry, and of course I was too busy looking to see if I had any comments and bang my hairdryer right into the candy cane. Way to go. Let's see, can we see the candy cane? Can you see the little ding I just did with my hairdryer because I wasn't paying attention? Oh goodness. Alright, let's see. I think we feel pretty dry, so I'm just going to rematch this back up as best I can here. Sorry, the lighting in this room really stinks. But we're going to just try to match it back up. And then there's these tiny fine lines. Oops, that's not matching up. There's these little fine lines in here that I'm going to try to go over in red to make it a true candy cane if I can. I think I'm off a little here. But let's just see. Let's see. Let's give it a whirl. See what happens. I'm going to use my super little tiny squeegee. And it might help if I took the lid off of the red. Because I was being good and keeping the lid on the red so it didn't dry out and forgot it was on there. Okay, so there's just these tiny little places here that I'm going to just try to stick a little bit of red in and see what happens. Let us see. We'll see how this works. I'm not sure that I had that lined up perfectly, but let's see. No, that didn't work. I might need to push a little harder. Let's see. Or I might actually be in the space where there is no silkscreen. Oh my goodness. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. That's it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Plan B, which actually some of it did come out, so let me just say something. Let me just see if I do it with just a squeegee. Just kind of like put some in there. That probably was the way to go. Yeah, I'm not really caring for that. I know that there's a way to do this, I just have to figure it out. But that definitely was not it. But I'm still going, aren't I? I'm still trying to fix it. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, well, you know what? Like I said, if you don't like it, you can try again. But in the meanwhile, I would say that this piece right here is good and dry. So I showed you an example of how to get rid of the chalk paste that you oopsed on and went off of your transfer. So I showed you how to clean that off when it was still wet. But look, this is dry. This is dry. But as I mentioned, all you need is a little water and it still comes off. So this is the reason that you can love or create, oh my goodness, design. I can't even remember what Couture motto is. Oh my goodness. Design, love, repeat. There we go. Oh my God, it's been a long day. But that's the whole purpose of the transfers, because you can design something, love it for a little while, and then use your same medium and do a different transfer. Thank you, Beth. So, there we have it. The candy cane, not so happy about. The rest of it, I love. Oh my God, Jess. I feel like it has just been the longest day at work ever today. And I went into work early, and it just really caught up with me. Anyway, so that is the project. Yay! Hold on, I'm going to lean it up. Hold on one sec. Let me lean it up against this wall here. The red, actually, which is kind of interesting to me, is still, yes, I say water too. The red, I'm going to zoom in. The red still is not dry. Isn't that something? It still is not. You can see the difference in the color. That is wild to me. That one's taking its time drying, but that's really interesting, which is shocking because I'm sweating my hiney off in my house right now. But yeah, that's it. You guys like? I like. I think it came out awesome. As I've said in my other videos, I look at things for about a good week, and I'm like, what could I do? What could I change? Am I happy with it? But that's a great thing. If there's something that I'm not really 100% like, ooh, love it, I can fix it. I can change it. I can make it to where it's 100% the way I want it to be. And that's a great part. So thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I don't know. What do you guys think about the candy cane? I don't know. Not sure. Yeah? Got some thumbs up? All right. Maybe we'll keep it. We'll see. Maybe I'll try it again. All right, ladies. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Hi, Charlene. And have fun chalking. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.